Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to this week's Plan With Me video. Also, for anyone who may be new here, I have noticed that I've accrued a few new subscribers in the last couple of weeks, so thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot. My name is Mel. My channel name is Mellow Plans, and I do post Plan With Me videos every week. And every so often you will see a second video go up during the week as well. So one minimum, two maybe. But hello and welcome on in. I forget if I just said, I probably did, but my brain, it's great. But we are planning out the week of March 1st to March 7th. We are using a beautiful, beautiful kit from Mirror that I have had in my collection for quite some time. I have said that in my last couple of videos, but that is because it is true. Like, I was at a point where I had so many kits in my stash and I just was not using them. They were just sitting there looking beautiful, and the albums looked beautiful, but they were literally just sitting there. Like, I wasn't using them. I don't know what I was doing. Collecting stickers, apparently. And it just got to a point where I decided to start using them again. I mean, I did disappear from the planner community for a little while. I just had some real life stuff to take care of, so I wasn't planning for quite some time, and I am, as a result, quite behind, as you can see. Obviously, this is a spread from back in March, and we are presently in July, so that shows you how behind we are, but we are slowly catching up. I've made it a mission to start using up my kits, so I've been really good in that regard. And yeah, this kit I've actually had, I think I purchased it. I don't know if I purchased it back when I was a PR for Mirror but I did purchase it a while ago, and I just thought it was the perfect kit to bring in and welcome autumn. So March 1st for people in Australia is, of course, or people in the Southern Hemisphere, I guess, is the first week of autumn. So I wanted to use something that depicted that, and I think the colors of this kit, wow, I almost hiccuped and then it stopped before it started. But yeah, I just feel like this kit depicted the season really well. There's a cute little fashion girl that you will see me place down on Sunday, and she's wearing like a sweater, but she's still wearing like a cute little camisole top underneath. And it just, I don't know, it just evokes feelings of autumn and coziness and like a change of season. So I really, really like that. At the bottom, you will see with the bottom washi, I decided to not use the pink bows from the kit. I actually decided to break up the thicker portion of the bottom washi, and I actually bring in some Simply Gilded bows because, again, you guys know I've been trying really hard lately to actually utilize my washi tape as well. So I've been on this big hardcore like use what you have type thing, and I had bow washi that was like, it's not rose gold. I have the rose gold one as well. This is more of a like copper toned color. And I did sort of weigh them both up because I really wanted to use rose gold because this kit is rose gold. But when I compared the washi to the kit and the tone of the foil in the kit, I just felt that the copper went better. So as a result, I did bring in the copper Simply Gilded bow washi down the bottom, and you will see that I actually go ahead and use some perforated bow washi from Simply Gilded as well, and I alternate those above each of my full boxes. So instead of using the bow headers that came in the kit, I decided to swap every header that was on top of a box out with the perforated washi that you'll currently see me laying down in the sidebar at the moment. I did also go ahead, and because this particular format of Mirror kit only comes with enough boxes to do essentially the week and one top box, and I like to put the two boxes in my sidebar, I did actually go ahead and make my own full box. So there's a section in the kit that is just like a pile of stacked up washi. So I put an overlay over the top of that, and the overlay is from Stella Bow Sticker Co. And then I peeled that off and I placed it as a full box, which I thought was pretty clever of myself. And I really, really like the look of that. And the quote says, "Wake up and smell the inspiration," which I just thought was a really nice quote, because sometimes you just got to wake up, you've got to feel inspired, you've got to be inspired, and you've just got to try and get things done. So I thought that that was a really appropriate quote. I do also use a mandala from Stella Bow Sticker Co. and a a month script from Plannerface to mark in the month for this spread. And then, as usual, I have just done my sidebar the same old way. I've put my this week header, I've put my socials in. Again, apparently earlier on in the year, I was really bad at tracking my social media following, and I just let it slide. So I did still mark those spaces, but I didn't actually put anything in it. I also use a half box in the sidebar, and that was to mark that this particular week I did weigh in. So into March, I was still weighing in and being good, and then you'll slowly see that drop off over the next couple of weeks. And then I, of course, put the secondary full box in the sidebar as well. You will also see that I use some underlay stickers. That is from Girl Boss Anna, and they are like a confetti star pattern, which are really, really pretty. And that's pretty much it in terms of the foundation of the kit. Not too much happened this week. I feel like most of the time my weeks are pretty predictable. Like from time to time my plans will like change up, and I'll do random things or like spontaneous miscellaneous things. But this particular week was just one of those sort of generic work weekend, just a very sort of normal week and weekend. Goodness me. For anyone who is new here, you will slowly start to notice that most of the time I cannot form sentences. I'm terrible with words, so I do apologize for that. But you'll get used to my ramblings. But yes, so this particular week, the most exciting thing that happened was that it was one of my friend's birthdays on the Wednesday. And I guess probably the low light of the week, I guess you would say, is that I was still settling into my new medication, or my double dose of medication this particular week. So I ended up not feeling very well, and you'll see that on Monday and Tuesday. But I guess that's what happens, right? Your body has to adapt to medication. So the medication that I'm on, if anyone is interested, is metformin. It is a medication that is usually used for diabetics to help with insulin resistance, and thank you to my polycystic ovaries. I actually have insulin resistance as well. So basically the metformin has been prescribed to me to help try and manage the insulin resistance, but it was also prescribed to me in the hope that it would help my hormone levels, because my hormones are all out of whack and I don't have a regular cycle. And there's a whole like backstory to that. I've touched on it in previous spreads before, like on and off. But essentially back in February, we went to a specialist, and the specialist basically said, look, you aren't ovulating. And sorry if that's TMI, everyone, but you guys know I like to keep it real, and I'm pretty transparent and honest with you guys about my life. So, yeah, we'd done some tests, and she told me I wasn't ovulating. I was insulin resistant. My polycystic ovaries were essentially confirmed in February because my original doctor hadn't done the tests that I actually required. And I've been on metformin since the end of last year, coming into this year, and will basically be on it at this point for the foreseeable future. In the hopes that it will start to regulate things, it will help me manage my insulin resistance, and I will hopefully one day be a normal functioning woman, for lack of better description. So yeah, I'm persisting with that, but it was definitely very painful when my dosage upped in February, because the first dosage, like, they basically tell you, if you read up about it, that there's a whole bunch of side effects. There's like dizziness, nausea, tummy pains and cramps, back end issues. There's just a whole lot of things that come with it, and reportedly everyone has them. So when I started on my first dosage, I was placed on a 500 milligram or 1 tablet per day, and in February she increased it to a double dose, so I was actually then required to start taking 1,000 milligrams, which is what I'm still on today. And the first tablet by itself, I didn't have any side effects, and I was so blessed. But now that I took the 1000, when I started that, I had some side effects for probably a good couple of weeks, probably even months. So that's been fun. I'm good now, but back then I was not. Let's jump into the spread and what we're doing. So the first thing that I marked down this week, I use a little Coffee Monsters Co emoji. I put it down towards the end, and that is to mark Hello Autumn, but I couldn't find my Hello Autumn script, of course, but that is what that is for. Below that, in a half box, I use a cute little coffee cup sticker from Marshmallow Studio and a script from Stella Bow Sticker Co that I actually cut up myself to make it condensed as opposed to elongated, to mark in Coffee Monday. And then on Monday afternoon, or in that last little section of Monday, I go ahead and mark in working from home, and that is using a little laptop sticker from Shop Spencer and Jude, and a work from home script from Stella Bow as well. And I do, of course, carry that through the week, because you guys know when I mark in work, I do like to keep it consistent throughout the spread. I've also gone ahead and marked in that on Monday I was feeling pretty shitty, so I put that in a third box, and I've used a little like bundled up Sticker Thief bunny. I think that's meant to be like a headache or off sick or something like that, but I thought it matched the spread. I was feeling sick. It works. And the last thing that I marked for Monday with a little thing from the kit was that I did a Dead by Daylight stream over on Twitch that particular evening. On to Tuesday, the first thing that I mark is, of course, working from home. Underneath that, I use a third box and a Coffee Monsters Co emoji that's like dazed, kind of confused, and just not impressed to mark that I had really heavy eyes and was super headachy just because I wasn't sleeping. Again, another side effect of the medication, but also I guess a symptom of the polycystic ovaries is that sometimes I can get a little bit of an insomnia, which is why I'm always goddamn tired. But yes, so I was feeling pretty under the weather that day, very tired, had a headache. It was not great. So underneath that, you will see that after work, I've used a little lime and mortar face mask to mark in having a nap. And then underneath that, I've used a half box and a whimsical cat studio girl that's like keeled over, holding her tummy to mark in tummy pains, thanks to the metformin, because I had really bad tummy cramps that day. And then the last thing that I mark on Tuesday in a little like third box there is that I was in my feelings. So I've just used a little Once More with Love munchkin. Again, I think I was just overwhelmed with like the metformin, my body not working, just generally emotional. So yeah, it was a pretty tough week looking back. On Wednesday, the first thing I mark is work, and then underneath that I've used a half box and a whimsical cat studio girl like flinging up her cash, and I go ahead and cut up another script from Stella Bow to mark in a payday, which is my favorite day of the fortnight. Well, yeah, because I get paid fortnightly, so I have 2 days in that month that I really enjoy marking that, because that's like, how good is it to be paid? But then you pay bills and then it's all gone. Anywho, underneath that, on a piece of washi from the kit and using some balloon stickers from Stella Bow Sticker Co, I marked that it was my friend Aaron's birthday. Underneath that, I've used a quarter box and a washing machine sticker from Planner Goddess Studio to mark that I did some laundry. And then below that, I've used a dishwasher sticker from Stella Bow to mark that I also stacked and unstacked the dishwasher. Sorry, unstacked and then restacked the dishwasher. And then the last thing that I marked on Wednesday is that, again, I streamed Dead by Daylight. So obviously I didn't stream on Tuesday. Over onto Thursday, I've marked working from home. I've then used a fancy label and a nope sticker from Sticker Thief to mark that I hit a 3 p.m. wall, or I was in a 3 p.m. slump. I just wasn't feeling it that day. I just wanted work to be done. I was over it. Get me the heck out of there. Because of that, I actually treated myself to a burger and some hot chips for lunch. So I've used a little burger sticker there from Marshmallow Studio to mark that in. And then the last couple of things that I marked on Thursday, apparently I left one of them blank. So I don't actually know what that is. I'll have to go back in and fill that later. But the first thing I put down is a clean flat lay from Stella Bow to mark that I did some cleaning, wiping the surfaces, doing all of that fun stuff. Then I put in a fancy label and don't fill that in, so I don't know what that is. And then the last thing that I mark on Thursday is, again, that I did a Dead by Daylight stream. Now, you will see that I've jumped to the weekend because I was starting to run out of functional boxes. So I wanted to mark the weekend out to make sure that I had enough boxes and figure out how I was going to fill in the week. So that's what I'm doing now. But I will continue with the chronological order. So on Friday, when I go back to it, you will see that I do mark working from home. I then use a little emoji from Coffee Monsters Code to mark that I didn't set my alarm, or if I did set it, it was like set for PM instead of AM. So that particular morning, luckily, I happened to wake up like 10 minutes before starting work somehow. Thank goodness to my body clock. And I managed to log on time, but I could have slept in. Could have been really bad considering this morning I let my alarm just I turned it off and I let my body sleep to when it wanted to sleep, and I slept until 11:30. So that could have been interesting if that was the case for that day, but it wasn't, thank goodness. Underneath that, I've used a Fox and Cactus Girl with some headphones on, just to mark that I listened to some 2000s pop, or a bit of a, I guess you'd say, a wind back or flashback playlist. Below that, I've used a icon from Stella Bow to mark having a cup of coffee after work. I've then used a set plate or dinner icon from Arctic Paper Studio to mark that we had pizza and pasta for dinner. So I had the pasta, hubby had pizza. And then on Friday, I've used a popcorn sticker in a half box to mark watching a movie, but I hadn't recorded the movie, so I just left it blank at watch a movie. On to Saturday, the first thing that I marked was that I had my pink slip done that morning, so I've used a little car there from Sinister Designs. After that, my husband went to Coles because he actually took my car for me. So after the pink slip, he went to Coles, and I've just used a little grocery bag from Stella Bow to mark that in. Underneath that, I've used some washi to mark that I played with some stickers. Below that, I've marked in a lazy day from Arctic Paper Studio and a Fox and Cactus Girl. And then lastly, on Saturday, I've used a film reel from Stella Bow to mark, again, watching a movie, but of course I hadn't recorded it. And then on Sunday, I've slept in. That's a script from Stella Bow and a little sticker from Once Every Time a Story, or Every Time a Story, or something like that. I always mess that up. I'll get there one day. I've then marked having a cup of coffee with a coffee cup from Sticker Thief and a script from Stella Bow. Below that, I've used a Marshmallow Studio Debbie Downer to mark that I had some chill out time. I nearly said Sheila Sugar, but no, it's Debbie Downer. And then underneath that, I've used some washi from the kit to mark watching some Plan With Me videos that evening. I've used a paperclip from Stella Bow to mark pre-planning. And the last thing that I marked on Sunday with a Sticker Thief hair wash girl was, of course, washing my hair. I made it. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.